The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We're excited to share with you some co-op success stories on the power of promotional products. I'm Rachel Barker with Service Concepts, and joining me today with our partner Choice Concepts is Noelle Brooks and Lynn Lavery. Lynn Lavery will give a brief introduction about how Service Concepts and Choice Concepts started working together back in 2012. And then Noelle Brooks is going to go through the presentation More Than a Gift and highlight some success stories from co-ops like Greystone Power, Georgia EMC, and Gunnison County Electric Association. And we're also, during the presentation, going to stop and share with you some products, and so you can kind of see how they look and see where the print area is on them, and give some kit ideas on how you combine energy-saving products along with promotional products with your co-op logo. So I'm going to go ahead and invite Lynn here to share with us a brief introduction.
Good morning. Hi, I'm Lynn with Choice Concepts. And about 5 years ago, I met Rachel at a co-op conference. And it was during a brief discussion that we soon realized that by partnering our companies together, we could offer unique benefit to the co-ops by offering them customized products as well as energy-saving products. Our co-op marketing background gives us the knowledge to understand the various target markets that the co-ops are trying to reach. For example, you want to talk to members, you want to talk to key accounts, you have employees, you have children that you want to educate with various energy-saving products and ideas. So that's what we bring to the table. And because we also have this knowledge of what co-ops need, we can even come up with our own gift ideas like our lineman tumbler. So in the next few minutes or so, I'm going to let Noelle and Rachel take over the meeting, and they're going to show you how some of these co-ops have used these ideas successfully. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Lynn. And Noelle Brooks is the marketing coordinator for Choice Concepts, and she's going to now share the presentation with us.
Good morning. Hi. Hello, everyone. I am Noelle Brooks, and I am the marketing coordinator for Choice Concepts. I am super excited to be here. I want to go ahead and thank Rachel again for initiating this webcast, for deciding to collaborate with us so we could emphasize what promotional products can mean for your co-op, for your members, and of course your community impact. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we have the presentation, More Than a Gift, the power of promotional products. And just a second here. All right, so first question that most of you have is, why use custom gifts? What's the actual point of using custom gifts? So there are four main reasons to use custom gifts. One is to gain membership. Co-ops are always looking for unique strategies to attract and maintain memberships. Gifts are a fun and interesting way to expand membership and retain current members. There's also the education factor, so you can educate your current members. Anytime there's a shift in policies or rates, co-ops need ways to inform their members of changes. They also need to keep members up to date regarding new emergency procedures and safety precautions. Custom gifts are a great way to do this. Also, it helps with the give back element for co-ops. Co-ops, of course, are people-first organizations, which means they are heavily involved in the community they serve. Using custom gifts to give back is a memorable way to have that community impact. Last, but definitely not least, is to show appreciation. So whether it be employees or members, it's important to let those who support your co-op know how much they matter. Custom gifts are an excellent way to accomplish this. I mean, who doesn't love a gift? So now that we have an understanding here of what exactly these gifts can be used for, we're going to dig into how custom gifts help with these specific goals. So the first thing we're going to discuss is gaining membership. So there's 4 different ways that it helps with gaining membership. One, you're incentivizing membership. While highlighting your co-op's products and services, of course, is great, you are more likely to incite an action if you provide a specific incentive. Custom gifts are unique, intangible incentives that offer that almost instant gratification. Who doesn't like having that instant gratification? So gifts give that great incentive. There's also the competitive differentiation. So for co-ops, they may offer similar products or services to other utility companies, but a gift can definitely instantly help you stand out against the competition. And it also is a great way to emphasize the personal factor that co-ops offer that makes them unique. Also, there's the perceived value. So when I talk about perceived value, that is how important or useful an individual views your organization. Without making any changes to your rates or services, a gift can instantly increase that perceived value. So if you're able to do that, you can in turn increase your membership. Our last point here would be the strengthened WOM, which is word of mouth. So one of the best marketing tools any co-op has is word of mouth. We are more likely to trust brands that are recommended to us by friends or family. Custom gifts can give a tangible talking point, and that can be easily shared with others. So we're going to go over an example where this was used effectively. So Walton Gas, they approached us because they were looking to expand their natural gas division. So the way this was implemented is they provided gifts based on a sign up for a 24-month, 12-month, and 6-month rate plan. They promoted a few different ways, including their website. So the feedback we got with this was the incentive program from Savannah Chandler, communications coordinator at Walton Gas. The incentive program led to record numbers of new customers last year. That'd be 2015. So we continued the program again this year, 2016. We also made the purchase of cutting boards available in our lobby. So here we have, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the custom boards. There we go. So this is our state shape cutting board that apparently has been very popular for Walton Gas. It's available for all 50 states. It's made of bamboo. And if you see here, I'll zoom it in. Right here is a laser engraved logo. This is really great because it's a unique standout piece, but it's also functional. So it's a really excellent gift to provide, especially if you're trying to make an impression with new members. So this is a really great option. All right, so now we're going to discuss some of the best practices when you're implementing your own program. Here. All right, great. So some of the best practices here would be to, one, diversify your advertising channels. So the more places you can be, the better. You want to make sure you reach as many people as possible. Additionally, make sure to add a digital component. Digital is one of the cheapest and easiest ways to connect with a large number of people. It also overcomes certain barriers that you usually encounter, like geographic location, that can hinder your campaign. A little online promotion, it can definitely go a long way. Also, provide a gift based on a specific action. In the example we just mentioned with Walton Gas, they attached it based on signing up for either a 6-month, 12-month, or 24-month plan. This accomplished 2 things. One, it ensured that Walton Gas locked people in for specific contracts, and that it sets up, as well as it sets up an expectation with new members and how they're going to receive their gift. Last, make sure that it's easy. So you want to make sure whatever the action is that you need them to do is easy to accomplish, but you also want to make sure it's easy for them to receive their gift. Walton created a specific mailing system to make sure everyone received their gifts. The last thing you want to do is start your new relationship with a member on a negative note. All right, and then we're going to go over one of our kit suggestions. This is a kit that was created between Service Concepts and Choice Concepts. As our power kit, it's a cool kit because it's overall just a energy kit, really great introduction for members coming to your co-op. So first I'm going to show the breaker box labels. Here we go. So these are really great and functional. First off, let me zoom in here. So right here, you have this, it's 3 by 25 inches wide by 0.75 inches high is where this label is on the front. Great place to put your logo and a contact number. Below, we have 40 adhesive labels already pre-named, breaker box ready. On the back, you have all this real estate to play with. So again, it's 3.25 inches wide, 7 inches high. In this particular example, we designed this, and essentially you see it gives tips on what to do during a power outage. We can offer the design, or if you want to do something on your own, you can definitely do that as well. But it's a really great option because it allows you to showcase your co-op, and it also allows you to give the pertinent information. In addition to that, I'll go ahead and show you one of our totes. So this particular tote here, we actually did this for Northwestern REC. It essentially is just to show different ways to pay. So here we have, as you can see, whoop, there we go. The imprint area is pretty large here. And then you also have imprint area here in the back. This here, we have the reinforced 20-inch handles. So it's great. It's very spacious and it's easy to carry a lot. So that's one of the ways you can get the kids.
Thanks, Noelle. And I also just wanted to show the power strip. It's very power switch. It's very small, but it's a neat little tool to add. You can turn on and off, like if you want to make sure that your toaster oven isn't using phantom energy power. And there's like, you can kind of see here where the trickle star is. You could put your co-op logo or message there. And that's another item that we suggest for this power kit. So thanks, Noelle.
Not a problem. Thank you. All right, excellent. So now we're going to move on to our second goal here, which is to educate members. So with educating members, there are 4 primary ways that custom gifts can do that. 1, they provide a quick reference. So instead of having to search through a book or a brochure, you can just pick up a tote and it highlights important key ideas. It's a great tangible reminder and it's really easy to refer back to. Also, it simplifies information. So given the limited imprint space available for custom products, you have to find ways to condense information. Or you may just end up having to choose an item that simply represents your message. Simplicity, though, is crucial when you're learning new information. So the easier you make it to understand, the more likely people are to retain it, and custom gifts offer that option. Also, it presents it in a unique format. When it comes to learning and retaining new information, the more unique the format, the better. It creates a memorable connection with what you're learning because it forces you to engage with the material in an interesting way. Also, it makes it easy to share with others. It's a lot easier to hand someone a light bulb with a customizable sleeve than a book or a brochure. Additionally, people are more likely to accept a cool gift than a pamphlet on energy conservation. So in this particular example, Greystone Power, it was pretty straightforward. They wanted to have a way to teach children about fire safety. So they went with one of our fire safety coloring books. As you can see, they have their logo here at the bottom. And it's really great because of the fact that it's an activity. So it engages children with the material. And the way they gave it out was during an annual meeting. Whoop, there we go. Oh no. Hold on. I apologize. I lost my little arrows. So sorry for the technical difficulties, everyone. All right, for our first one, of course, it's bound to happen. So here we are. All right, excellent. There we go. There are my precious arrows. All right, so best practices here. One, make sure that whatever you give is useful. So you want to make sure that it has a function, so they'll use it beyond the time they were given the gift. When you're learning something new, repetition is key. Providing a gift that they will use often increases the likelihood that they will remember it. Also, make sure your product matches the message. If you're attempting to teach people about water conservation, a smoke detector, while useful, may not be the best gift for this particular campaign. Make sure to choose a gift that actually aligns with your message. Also, connect it with a specific event. Connecting an educational gift with a specific event makes it easier to distribute, as well as more likely the recipients will absorb the information. It also creates a connection beyond the material or the gift, and that association ensures your message has more of an impact. Also, offer ways to further their knowledge. When learning new information, people often enjoy making their own discoveries. Providing an option to learn more is a great way to get people not only interested about what you're talking about, but invested in the message. All right. So a particularly cool kit suggestion that we have for this one is going to be our outdoor kit. And so with the outdoor kit, again, we offer the grocery tote for this one. And I'm going to first show the rain gauge thermometer that Choice Concept offers. All right, so this is our rain gauge thermometer. Okay, so on the front, you have the thermometer. It has temperatures in Fahrenheit and Celsius. And you also have this nice imprint area. So this right here on the front, there we go. It's full color and it's about 6.5 inches wide, 1.5 inches high, and it's a really nice space to really display your co-op. Back here is where the rain gauge is, and it holds up to 6 inches of water. And then we also have this great little stake here, so you can just stick it in your front yard. But it's a really cool gift because it's multifunctional, and it also is educational, especially if you're going to do something about water conservation. So that's a neat one to do. All right, and then the other one that I have is going to be Service Concepts garden hose timer. It's pretty straightforward. Essentially, you hook it to your hose. Here we have the different timers that you can set. And so you set the timer in, which is extremely important. So it's a really great gift, especially if you're trying to educate about energy conservation. So this is a really cool one. All right, great. And so our next one after this that we're going to discuss is something that all co-ops are well known for, is giving back to the community. So there are a few ways that custom gifts can help emphasize your ability to give back. One, it increases visibility. So sponsoring local events or programs boosts your co-op's brands within the community. It creates connections with people who may not have known of your co-op otherwise. And that, of course, increases the community impact that you have. Also, there's the positive connection. So by providing a custom gift for an event or a program, you're making a connection that is non-transactional. A gift without any expectation creates a positive association with your co-op, which is great for your brand. There's also the community impact. As previously mentioned, co-ops are people-first organizations. Contributing to local events and programs is a great way to increase your co-op's impact within a community. A custom gift is a perfect way to emphasize this impact. And last but definitely not least, there's the subtle advertisement aspect. So basically, with that, since most custom gifts are used long after they're received, you have created an advertisement that lasts long after the event. It's essentially the marketing gift that keeps on giving. So a great example of this is from Georgia EMC. So essentially, they needed some items for sponsoring a high school tournament. The items that they received, it was a spirit towel and foam hands to give out during the event. So this is the feedback that we got to our sales manager, Renee. Renee, you are officially my best friend. I came in this morning to 19 boxes sitting in my cube. It's the most glorious stack of boxes I've ever been greeted with in my life. They look great too. Thank you so much. Caleb Frady, their marketing specialist. Now, of course, we would always love to get such enthusiastic feedback as that. And I do believe that by creating this and using custom gifts for community events is a really great way to have it have great emphasis and hopefully get the feedback that you want from your members and community. All right. Okay, so best practices with this. You want to align whatever you're doing with the actual event and program. Make sure not to make it about you. Even though you do want people to know about your co-op, you want to also make sure that whatever you give actually makes sense for the program. So if you're sponsoring a sporting event, the rain gauge, as I showed earlier, may not be the best gift for that kind of situation. Also, make sure to get more than you need. When sponsoring events, it can be difficult to know how many gifts to give. It can also be difficult to decide what types of gifts to give. Choose a couple of items and get more than you think you will need. Avoid getting small quantities of multiple items because this can actually dilute your impact. Additionally, if you happen to have leftover items from an event, they can definitely easily be repurposed. Also, you want to promote your event or program that you're sponsoring as well. Do not just leave it up to the people that you're sponsoring. Help promote the event also to boost attendance, because the more people who come to support, that's the more people who will see your product and get in touch with your co-op. All right, so a cool kit suggestion that we have for this one is our refrigerator kit. And so with this one, reason why that's a cool one is because it basically puts you in the center of your potential members and current members' home, which is the kitchen. So one item I'm going to go ahead and show is going to be Choice Concepts Glow in the Dark Magnet. It's hard to get the full effect here. However, this is a business card size, so 3.5 inches by 2 inches. It's a great way to put your logo. You have plenty of space for your logo and for your telephone number. And we also, this is one that we did for Flint Energies with the CFL bulb, but we do now also offer the art for the LED bulb. So this is a really great one. The white areas here also glow in the dark. So if there's a power outage, it's great because that makes sure that they can definitely see your contact information. So this is a pretty cool one. All right, excellent. So our last, but certainly not least, is to discuss how you can show appreciation with custom gifts. So with showing appreciation, we're looking at 4 primary aspects. 1, it increases loyalty. 2, it creates a personal connection. 3 is a reminder of a positive experience. And 4, it strengthens overall brand image. So with increasing loyalty, there's just something nice about receiving a gift. When a co-op gives a gift to its employees or members, that warm, fuzzy feeling that you get is now associated with your co-op. This also helps with increasing, as I mentioned, loyalty and retention. With creating a personal connection, thanking employees or members with a gift that was specifically chosen for them creates a connection far more personal than an email or a web post. It shows that your co-op took time to find something great to show how much they matter. And reminder of a positive experience. There is a reason why people hold on to old movie tickets and playbills. We like to keep tokens of past experiences. A custom gift provides that physical reminder of a positive experience. And also, it strengthens the overall brand image. So being known as the co-op that gives all the cool gifts definitely has its perks. In addition to boosting your image with your employees and members, others in the community will take notice of your efforts. So a great example of this being implemented is from Gunnison County. So Gunnison County went ahead and got our retractable lanterns, which are really neat, the LED retractable lanterns for their annual meeting. So purpose was pretty straightforward. They want to thank their members. And of course, they presented at the annual meeting. So this is the feedback that we got from Sherry Booth, the executive assistant at Gunnison. She said, just touching base to thank you again for creating a fantastic gift for GCEA and to let you know the LED lanterns were a big hit. We passed these out at our June 28th annual meeting and the members thought they were great. Employees were offered leftovers and they are thrilled. So this is a great example of not only the gifts having a great impact for the people it was intended for, but those outside of that event wanted those gifts as well. So that's definitely what you want, is for it to be a gift that everyone wants to get. So some of the best practices when doing this is to, of course, focus on victories and triumphs. You want to, when you're giving gifts to employees or members, emphasize all of those high points throughout the year. If you had a great sales year, include that in a card. You want to celebrate those victories together and strengthen the loyalty and retention that way. So you can add a card or something as well in addition to a custom gift. You also want to present it in a personal way. When giving a gift to show your appreciation, you don't want to be generic. You want both the gift and the exchange to be memorable. Make it special. Your employees and members will thank you. Also, be creative and unique. You want to give a gift that represents your co-op as well as those receiving it. You also want to give something that truly wows your recipients. Think outside the box and don't be afraid to get creative. With our marketing background, Choice Concepts can definitely help you with finding a truly unique gift that will definitely impress. So with this, one of the kit suggestions that we have would be our bath time kit suggestion here. And essentially the reason why we felt like this would be a really good one for showing appreciation is, what is a more relaxing time than when you're in the shower taking a bath? So with this, I'm going to go ahead and show the shower timer. So this is really great because it's a very simplistic way to encourage water conservation. And we have two different places for you to put your logo. So it's a great way to go ahead and emphasize your co-op. Also on the back, there's a suction cup so it can stick to a lot of different surfaces. But it's really great. It's a 5-minute timer and it's a really nice, simplistic, yet memorable item to give to your members and employees.
All right, thanks, Noelle. Another idea, it's not listed here, but is a low-flow shower head is a great add-on to a kit as well. And I'm sorry you couldn't hear me earlier, but I was mentioning that we were going to show some different box options besides just the bags. You can do the custom tote bags, but also there's a lot we can do with the different boxes. This is a full lithograph box. As you can see, there's plenty of room to do a lot of different marketing of your co-op and the message that you want to have for your gift. And then just some other ideas is this is a less expensive, just 2-color box that some have used, that actually says a gift, and then you can have a custom label on top, full color. So.
They've got some great options.
All right.
All right, excellent.
Okay, so that pretty much takes us to the end here, and we thank you all so much for your time, and Noelle and I are free now for any questions. If you want to type them in the question box or the chat box, either one, you can do that right now at this time. Otherwise, you can email me at rbarker@serviceconcepts.coop. And then Noelle Brooks, do you want to give your email?
Certainly, yeah. You can definitely email me as well, Noelle Brooks, and it's noelle@choiceconcepts.coop.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great
Thank you. Have a great